6 passing touchdowns. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be... The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Touchdown! Rashee Rice hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also had the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL without a touchdown last season. That should be rectified early and often this year.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff for Warren. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running left, it's Warren. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. His throw incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Throw out wide is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught, it's Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Taken down at the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. 10-6 the score after one right here. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Pickett. He finds Robinson. He's got room to roam. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. Pacheco. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham taking it in. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. That's caught at the 1. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. This 2nd and 4. Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. On the give, it's Warren. Fights through it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Here's Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. That's laid out deep for Rice. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A strong running. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Well, how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So we've reached the message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover with a big dose of honey.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We've got Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again. A give to Pacheco off the option. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
On the run, it's Warren. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble and 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
On the counter, Mitchell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 13 yards.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. That is caught, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson now. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And now here come the Ravens. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, here's Pickett. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Pickett. That is caught by Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 44 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Ravens ready to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but
game is over.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and maybe more